do the eye. And a third of young people were happier during lockdown. Do these kids even deserve freedom, Jonathan?
I mean, I think the story is written just to make me angry. I'm not a big angry guy, but the lockdown stuff is just infuriating.
To be very fair, the writer said she wrote it because she was so angry later on in the piece.
Okay.
She actually only wrote this because she disagrees with it. But go on.
Fair enough, in which case, well, that's the eye. They're doing well. So, OK, we were in it together. Why a third of young people were happier during lockdown. So a focus group organised by the think tank More in Common asked whether young people were happier in lockdown or today, and just over a quarter of people, 26%, chose the former. Now, they've given a few quotes from the people who said they were happier, and if I just read one of them out. I'm an introverted person, a bit of a homebody, so it'd suit me anyway. I did enjoy the peace and quiet outside when you went for a walk and there just wasn't much going on. That's just a person who hasn't cultivated a life worth going outside for. And that's fair enough. If they want to live like that, fine, I wouldn't recommend it. But don't ever wish that on the rest of us who want to go outside. I've really felt that energy during the lockdown, people sort of celebrating the fact that everyone was brought down to their miserable level.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still angry.
I think
and I'm a nice guy.
You are a nice guy. The shirt proves it.
Yeah.
I think it's important at this point to point out that this was asking 18 to 24-year-olds. And I think it probably reminded... When you're 18 to 24, you're just realising how hard it is to be an adult and why your mum and dad were the way they are towards you to try and prepare you.
I wasn't. I was Pareto distributing my way around town.
Well, of course you were. I mean, you've got a collection of shirts, why wouldn't you? But at the end of the day, when the chickens are plucked, what am I doing? So the point
Best of love.
What was the point I was trying to make? Kogan,
sorry, I've ruined it.
There's so much about this article that bothers me. I mean, look, there's this Ali, a doctor from Coventry, saying it would be a good idea to do it every few years or so. What? You want a lockdown every few years?
Well, all the children didn't learn to speak, didn't learn to read. All the people who are suicidal
exactly.
with
What
anxiety.
about exactly what the key workers that didn't get to lockdown? This is okay if you're being paid. And the young people say, we'd close clubs again, we'd bring back the rule of 6. What for?
Yeah.
We're not even saying in a pandemic. Just want us back.
Just do it every now and again.
They're saying their lives aren't very good and they want to bring everyone else down. That's
The only valid thing was a couple of valid things. One, people enjoying baking at home and being with family.
You can still do that.
Fine. And the other thing was commuting that everyone hates, which I totally get. But yeah, this was crazy because it's just so narcissistic to only think about your own experience when it was horrible. And the world economy and the developing world, a disaster for almost everyone.
I mean, I will say, even for those of us with careers, it was a nice, particularly lockdown 1, which of course was the best lockdown.
Yeah,
I think we've all agreed on that. It was just nice to step back a bit, take time to see the family, walk, drink in the morning, that sort of thing.
Yes, but wow, I mean... Someone analysing this says, they felt like they had more control. They had less control. The government was controlling them. I'm